Hi everybody, my name is Dana and I'm going to be singing Tuppence a Bag by Mary Poppins. Actually it's Julie Andrews, but Mary Poppins is the character that plays her and she's awesome. I think you guys heard me sing this, or maybe it was a different song. But the point I'm trying to make is there's always people that are homeless out in the community and and I feel like this song's really about giving to people even if you don't want any, without expecting anything back. And I think we as America need to start doing that. Um, and actually, speaking of this song, actually, the reason why I wanted to sing it is because we actually during Christmas holiday actually no, I'm sorry. I think it was a couple days before Christmas. Sorry, I think it was Christmas Eve. Yeah, it was Christmas Eve, and we just got out of a movie, and we were basically, we actually saw it when we had all of these bags with goodies in them for the homeless, and we were driving around and we saw a bunch of these people who didn't have a lot. And I know it may seem like they do because they have backpacks and they have something, but if you really look at it, we have all these nice cars that we really don't need. But I mean, we have jobs, so don't get mad at me if I say this, but we are being kind of greedy. If you actually think about it, we are. Yes, we did make the money to do this, so I give you props for working hard to get these types of things. But all these other people don't have those resources like you probably did. And so I'm going to sing this song because it will give young children education on how to treat people with who are homeless, and how our society is treating them. And you can disagree or agree. I respect all people's opinions. I'm not going to say your opinion's wrong or your opinion's right. I'm just going to say it's your opinion. You feel that way. I respect that. It's your right. It's right in your own way is what I'm trying to say. It may not be right to some other people, but it will be right to you, and that's what counts, right? And you and this song, I actually used to do this Sound of Music. I actually um, what played the role that Julie Andrews was in. I played Maria, and so I have a lot of experience knowing her range and everything because we're kind of the same range pretty much. It doesn't really matter about that, but I'm comfortable with singing her songs because I've sang her songs before. And what I love about her compared to a lot of celebrities out there is she is one of those who actually care about. I'm not saying other celebrities don't care about children. Okay, just saying. But she mainly focuses on movies. She acts in movies, and not just as right. Yeah, she acts in movies as the characters. Like, say for example, The Sound of Music. She plays Maria in that, and Maria, a young girl who comes from a family of nuns, who she was raised as. I don't know if it was Catholic. I think it was Catholic. I'm guessing if that's what it is because it's nuns, so it's Catholic. And she and it's just a beautiful story because she it's all about the children in her life and the children all around the world, and I love it because she's able to express the beauty within everybody. It's not okay, these people that are homeless are ugly. And I love that she did Mary Poppins because it explains when she sings the song, and there's a scene where there is an elderly woman who's sitting there feeding the birds. That is showing children that you can make such a big difference in those lives by giving them a piece of a token, or even food, you know. And then the butler, their father, finds out that she's not there anymore. But the little boy and the little girl, his daughter and son, tells him, "Father, I saw a young woman. She was feeding the birds." And he says, "How absurd." I'm going to rewind. He said, "How absurd." He didn't show belief in what was happening. So when he went to go to the bank that night, he didn't see her. And why? Well, she probably passed away. Or maybe he just didn't believe in, because it was a sign. It was creeping up on him, telling him, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't understand the meaning of happiness and care and love of your children and your family, then you lose everybody. You don't just lose your family, you lose everybody around you. You lose that whole meaning, and that symbolized why that woman was gone. was because that's the piece that's missing, and that's what Julie Andrews was trying to bring in that film. I know exactly what she was trying to announce because it's very important. So Julie Andrews, I thank you very much for that. If you're watching this ever, please, I would like you if you did. That would be great because you do make a big influence, and I hope I look up to you, and I hope that I'm someone like you because I love children too, and which is why they actually had me be Maria because I from the moment I was born, I always loved children. I always loved to work with children. I love to sing with children. I love to do all of that. And I'm gonna do one for you, okay? So do la fa mi do re. So do la ti do re do. Pretty good. So now I'm going to be singing Tuppence Bag by Julie Andrews, and I hope you guys like it. Oh, I was singing that because it just reminded me of her. It was really cool. Anyway, I hope you like this. Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes in her own special way to the people she calls. Come buy my bag full of crumbs. Come feed the little bird, sure then you care. You'll be glad if you do. The young ones are hungry, their nests are so bare. All it takes is tuppence from you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's why she cries, while overhead her birds fill the skies. All around the cathedral the saints puzzles down as she sails her way. Although you can't see it, you know they are smiling each time someone shows that he cares. Though her words are simple and few, listen, listen, she's calling to you. Feed the bird, tuppence a bag. Me. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Tuppence a bag. Feed the bird. And that's all I'm going to be singing for you. I feel like that this song will remind all of you that you can, it really, I'm sorry if I'm crying, but it really is something to think about. You may not think it's really a big deal, but what she is singing is really trying to bring children to think that all of our whole world is beautiful. And that by making a difference in people's lives, you could do so much. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. And you don't need to be rich to be happy. And I'm going to say that. I don't care if I get arrested for saying this. But you know what? I don't care. But, I know there's a lot of nice people that are rich. I'm not going to say that there's not. but there's a majority that are not nice, and I'm going to be very honest about that. To you rich people, just because, and don't get offended here, okay? I'm just trying to make a point. It just be like people that are like us are rude too. But sometimes when there's homeless people out here that need of jobs. I mean, Mary Poppins is one of the most famous people of all time, yet she's wanting to help people. She wants to help children of the world. She wants to do all of this. It's mainly coming from her heart. And that song that I just sung came from my heart, because that's how I feel. I feel exactly how she feels. I feel like everybody should be able to be who they are without there being a problem. Anyway, don't get mad at me for saying this, but I'm sticking up for people that are homeless, because they do have a life. They are people. They are not invisible like that woman. Mr. Banks thought that she was invisible. In that movie, anyway. Now, I don't know in real life, because that was based on a true story. Mr. Banks was a real person. He, in fact, was a real person, and he did have 2 children. That I do know, that it was a real story. That was back in 1919 when that happened. So, just remember, be kind to people, even if they are very different from us. Learn kindness from other people, and you shall receive. You seek and you shall receive. You don't show kindness to people, you don't get kindness back. And it shouldn't have to be about getting something back necessarily. What I'm trying to say is that it needs to come from your heart. You can't fake it to make it. You have to actually be yourself to make it in the world. If you're not yourself and you pretend to be somebody else just to make other people happy, they're not worth your time. Those people that want you to be not yourself are not worth your time. It takes actually a big person to want to be themselves, because it's scary, because you have to deal with a lot of these challenges. You have to deal with people accepting you and stuff. Well, I'm here to tell you that our world, we're not in necessarily a bad time, but we need to be there for each other. We need to be there because we know it's important to be there for each other. We need to know that it's coming from our hearts and not from doing it to make us look good. Like Julie Andrews, she's doing it because it's from the inside of her heart. She doesn't do it just for money. She does it mainly because that's what she loves to do. And I've actually observed that after me performing when I was younger. I sing. I actually, I can sing opera. I can sing a lot of things. It's a little harder to do opera, but I can do musicals. I can sing musicale like she can. Because I used to do. Actually, going to do an exercise for you. So do la fa mi do re. So do la ti do re do. Can you do that? When you know the notes to sing, you can sing almost anything. And hands, they find their castles order right. He's feathering, he's never the time to rest, while gathering exact and tight and twing. With every sentence pursuit, he has a very toot in both a song, he's for a dollar long. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Have a good day.